What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's video. And today we've got the single track bike out and we are going to hit up a new single track spot. Now, no, I haven't made any videos of single track stuff, but this is a new spot. I've never ridden there. I thought I would bring you guys along and see if I can't keep this thing on both wheels. I like to take you guys along on all my motorsports and I guess non-powered sports stuff. And it's a really nice day out today. So we're gonna go hit up this new single track spot and see what it's all about. Now let me walk you through this fine piece of machinery behind me so you can know what we're gonna be piloting today. Well guys, what we've got here is a circa 2012 Mongoose Deception 29er. Now, if you're not into bikes or if you're into bikes, you've probably never heard of this thing because this was a Walmart bike in its day. In 2012, roughly, they came out with Walmart 29ers. So that's what this thing is. That's what it started life as. And they actually, come to find out, were a really good frame. It's a nice aluminum frame. It was actually made by another company, Access, back in the day. So it's a good frame to start with. And that's how I rode this thing for a really long time. Few years back, I upgraded this thing and added some cool-ish parts. Now, one of the main things was this RST Aerial 120 millimeter air fork with lockout and compression adjustment here up top. And no, this is not a expensive, nice fork, but my goodness, it works so much better than the tired spring fork with like 80 mil of travel that this thing had originally. I'm still running factory wheels, but I do have some Maxxis Minion DHR2s front and rear in 2.3 inch wide, which fit really nicely on this frame. And honestly, we all go with Maxxis tires because of the cool yellow lettering on the side. Let's not joke ourselves, but I did convert this thing very homebrew to a 1x setup by basically just drilling out the rivets on my larger chain rings, removing that front derailleur. Obviously got to clean up the controls a little bit. Did throw a Mega Drive here on the back for some of the crazy climbs that we try to do with these things. Now for brakes, I went very, very ridiculous. It obviously had factory disc brakes front and rear, but I bought some Takeoff Avid Elixir 1s, which if you don't know about these are a relatively low budget Takeoff upgrade and they are really, really strong. Obviously we've got those Elixirs front and rear with those ridiculous 203 millimeter downhill brake rotors. Obviously I had to adapt to get those calipers to work with the massive downhill rotors, but they look kind of cool. I think they're ridiculous because they are so massive on a Kansas bike. Now we're still running the factory cranks, but I did throw some race face Chester pedals on this thing, and for as cheap as they are so nice, super grippy. Obviously, if you know bikes, you know race face, and you know these Chester pedals are kind of one of the go-to cheap, good pedals. Now again, through a race face seat post on this thing with just a Takeoff Bontrager, nice slim lightweight seat. And up front we've got race face bars, race face stem. We've just got some cheap clamp on bar grips, and I'm even still running the original rear derailleur grip shift on this thing. But all in all, for a super budget build on this thing, it does really well. It keeps up with all my friends and I have a blast with it. So let's get out to this new single track trail and see what we can come up with out there. think that'll slow you down. Well guys, we got through the trails, and the only thing I learned today was the Mongoose still has it and I definitely do not. Kyle and Jesse both left me in the dust really hard, and the only way I was able to keep up with him was ride in the middle of them so they couldn't just absolutely leave me. I'm very out of shape obviously, but the Mongoose held up, and we did have one casualty today. And it was, of course, on the most expensive bike here, and that is Jesse's beautiful S-Works. And what we've come to find out is carbon fiber works on wheels and frames and bars and everything, but it doesn't work on seat rails. This is the second seat this thing has just completely annihilated. And Jesse is not a heavy guy, so there's no excuses why these seat rails just keep destroying themselves. We aren't even going on crazy jumps. It's just pretty casual single track trails, but it's apparently not a good material. So you just go titanium, don't go carbon, because it will break unless you're just trying to have a cool looking bike in your garage, I guess. So guys, thanks for coming along on a little bit of a different video here and seeing how out of shape I am, unfortunately, but thanks for coming along. And as always guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.